in a bog south of a land called Aftoki. The wet mud sloshes under the feet of our friends as they start to hunt and track down a large creature known as the matriarch. They have learned and discerned some information about this matriarch, it being known also as a dire basilisk. Last week, the characters made their way south. Ty split off from the group as they started to approach sounds of deep, heavy breathing from some large monstrosity south of them. As Ty broke off, Ty also made his way up into a tree so he can get a better vantage of the creature. And as he did, he learned some information, but at the cost of his own mobility. We will get back to Ty in a moment, but now we're going to head back northeast-ish of that tree to our friends who are trying their own tracking.
I am going to, and I wanted to do this before, I'm going to pop out the lenses of my goggles, and I'm going to infuse them so that they become mirrored and reflected, and then slide them back inside so they are pointing out like horse blinders. So now I have tunneled vision with mirrors on the sides, so I can look.
So you can look at the same image repeated.
No, they're there. Like this.
Okay.
So it's my peripheral vision that I can now see reflected in the corner of my eyes.
Got some lenses that flap out that are reflective. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Still keeping an eye on the ground. I'm using the shield, which has the reflective surface to it, and I'm just kind of slowly rotating as we wait for Ty.
Okay.
Been a while now.
I'm making an effort not to look at the ground at all. Which way did he go?
I'm quite sure. Think I heard him go over, and I'll kind of motion with my foot, dragging it in the ground a little bit. General direction, maybe that way.
I will let you choose investigation or perception.
So I remember I did not roll well on a perception check, just to kind of keep an eye on where Ty was going last time. So this is probably wrong, this information.
Since I was asking, and I'm next to him, would it be helping him or assisting him? To either, I don't know, make it a regular roll or with advantage.
It has been a while now. I don't know if we heard anything.
Okay.
You haven't heard anything. You all may make either perception or investigation. Smith, thank you for your honesty. Let's give you could have inspiration. You could use it here or not, but you have inspiration to store. But this roll is going to be disadvantaged for you because of your honesty.
Yeah, I don't think I would use it now.
Okay. So you will have disadvantage because of your failed roll before. But everybody else can choose perception or investigation. Both have their benefits and both have their separate benefits and...
16.
I'm looking at the ground, so I feel like I'd probably try and look for some tracks or something. So I'll roll
so you're gonna
investigation.
Okay.
23.
Okay. So I am going to scroll up here and see Ty's stealth. So Ty's stealth was a 24. So with your 25, you have disadvantage.
23.
Yeah, 23. Yeah. Okay, so with the disadvantage, you are unable to see as you sort of scan the area. There are some divots, but you cannot discern if they are Ty's tracks or not.
Can I use my restore balance to negate that disadvantage? Or is it only for an attack roll? No. It's about to roll. I need to call it beforehand.
Okay.
Yep,
all right.
Sorry.
That's okay. You go to look and you do see some tracks, but you are unsure they could be anything. They may not even be tracks. With the 16... and the 23. But you aren't able to find Ty's tracks, but you do notice something else. With the 16 jet, as well as Smith, you do sort of look around towards the ground, and as you sort of scan, and I think for a moment your eyes sort of wander up towards the horizon and then flick back down to your feet, but as they do, you do notice something in the distance. A stone structure. With a investigation, I think for a moment you see it, you look away, Smith, and then you look back toward it. Your eyes focus for a moment, you squint as you start to then process what the images that you see. And you see a large feathery wing made of stone. You also see talons coming off of this stone structure that are sort of, they look to be hooked back as if in mid-flight. The back end of this winged creature seems to be feline as well, as part of its wing is stuck in the mud. Its claws curled back like it was, like I said, in mid-flight. Its head you cannot quite see as it's also sunken into the bog. For a moment, your heart sinks or your stomach turns as you flip back, as your eyes flick back down toward your feet. And I think you and Jet sort of look at each other and you share this moment where you both see a griffin made of stone sunken in the bog up ahead.
Has it been... I guess from here I can't tell if it's been eaten or not, no? Like they've broken into it?
With a 16, it's hard to say.
Okay.
But with the 16, you do notice that you can't find its head. And some of the limbs seem to be sunken either into the bog or missing completely. But from this angle,
Okay.
it's hard to see.
All right. Okay. So do we not have a general direction of where he went? I know there's a bog in front of us. So, just looking at the map, there's a land bridge to our south. And he was ahead of us, so he would have gone down that way, no?
Smith and Jet, you were probably both in front this whole time.
Okay.
Varsha and Ty went to peel off, and then Varsha wasn't able to catch up with Ty, and then didn't. So I think you would have, judging by the land bridge in front, he either went left or right, but definitely peeled off from behind you.
Okay.
How long has it been?
Several minutes.
I don't think I'd start to panic or anything just yet. I probably would be,
Close to a minute, maybe.
yeah. I'd be giving him some time.
Yeah.
He might have run into something. Should give him a few minutes, at least.
Okay.
Okay.
But if that's any indication, then we're in the right place. That definitely looks like it's some potential basilisk food, or like it's a victim of some kind.
I didn't know they had griffins here in this place.
Well, they get around a little bit. They fly, so...
Okay.
Is it one of ours?
Hope not. I can't really tell.
I couldn't tell
Does
from
it
here.
have a saddle on it?
I'm gonna risk a glance up towards the saddle.
The 25 or 23 investigation, yeah, you've discerned that it is a saddled griffin.
Oh.
It's got a saddle on it. Hope it's not one of ours, but it's looking likely.
Ty, I need you to make another Constitution save. As you are...
Oh, thank God.
As you are looking toward, and now at this moment, you have looked down toward your sternum, you've unbuttoned your shirt, and you've started clawing at, like I've mentioned before, the porous stone that is starting to boil and bubble where your chest and heart would be. The center of your torso starts to then sprawl with stone and this aggregate texture as you start to feel a numbing sensation from within your chest. Like I mentioned before, the heart rapidly beating, and then nothing. This makes you panic even more as you then close your eyes and try to find purchase on the tree. The tree starts to wobble and the branch starts to creak as you start to feel yourself gain more weight as your flesh and bone start to turn into solid stone. You have a couple of more moments with a Constitution save of 18 before something, potentially this, overtakes you. You look back at where your friends are and you do see them, but they haven't seen you. Their eyes are down to the ground. It looks like they're murmuring or talking, but I think at some point you grab the branch next to you and you look back at your friends and you see that your left hand is clawed, a clawed, flexed stone as it's reaching around the branch. You in a panic try to break your hand off of the tree. Some dust and flecks fall off. The tree branch cracks a bit as you're able to break the branch to get your hand free, still stuck in that clawed position. What do you do?
Are they within like 100 feet?
Let's have a look.
Just the scale.
Yes,
Can I see Jet?
you can see Jet.
Then I cast message and send a message to him. I probably hit myself in the head with this like heavy hand as I hold my hand up to my head to cast this spell. But then I cast it and send the message over to him. I'm fucked. It's got me. Can you stop it?
What's got you? Hello?
I'm gonna. Can I? How's my mobility feeling? In general, in my body.
Sluggish.
Okay, I'm probably gonna draw attention to us if I try and climb down. Then
Hello, Mr. Tai?
I'm gonna fire an arrow at the area where they are.
Okay.
Mr. Tai?
If that is doable,
Okay. Make me
is that within my possibility?
That is sure. Yeah, you have essentially a round or so until this overtakes you. So you may make an attack. It's going to be at disadvantage as you try to find the strength to draw your bow, and your hands slowly as you draw. You feel the ligaments and the whatever it is, this radiant or this radioactive poison, whatever it is starting to solidify in your veins as you start to feel down the inside of your biceps and also toward your wrist and forearm as it starts to numb. And that is not a good sign as your clawed left hand just barely holds on to the bow as you draw your arrow back and you fire.
Hello?
I'm gonna burn my inspiration point
Okay,
to give this, to remove the disadvantage. Then
sure.
and fire it. So I'm aiming it just towards them, like ideally towards their feet, in a way that they'll be able to determine where the arrow comes from, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah. So an arrow to everyone else, and at this moment, Tai, you are stone. As an arrow lands in the mud.
Oh. The hell was that?
You do notice the fletching of the arrow is one that you've seen many times before, waddling dancing in the quiver of Ty as he would walk forward, or whether he would pull it to draw. Varsha, you are brought with the memory of one of these arrows hitting you in the stomach just weeks prior.
He reached out to me. I think he said, I am fucked. I look down to the arrow and where it's pointing into the ground, and I try and, I don't know, like, see if it was a straight shot. Maybe perhaps I can just follow the shaft of the arrow to where he was.
Of course, I'm not going to make you roll anything for that. As you do, you look up, as of course you rolled a 22 to hit, so you are able to discern the direction. You look up, you see the tree, and then your heart sinks as you see Ty.
Oh, I think he's up there.
A clawed hand holding a bow.
I think he's up there. We should get him and get out.
Interesting. The clothes and the things that he's wearing, the bow that he's holding and such like that, are not stone. Just his flesh. His statue, a dressed statue of Ty.
Okay. I don't wait for, them to say yes or no. I'm going to, looking straight at the tree and nothing else, I'm going to try and make my way to Ty.
Okay.
I don't know how to use the ruler. 5, 10, 15,
Don't worry
20,
about it.
25.
We are out of combat. You can just enjoy moving around.
Okay. I get to the tree. I'm waiting for I'm not looking around me. I'm looking straight at him. I'm listening out to see if maybe perhaps Smith or Vasha are coming.
I followed.
Because I made it.
Yeah, I followed.
I will be. I'm going to be staring sort of at the ground and Jet's feet and taking my time, but I will be making my way over.
Okay. Help me get him down, and then we'll just go the same way we came. Okay? We don't know what did this to him. It could be a basilisk. It could be the basilisk. I don't know. I can't see or hear anything.
Sound is louder over here.
Okay. Let's be careful and quiet.
It's gotta be close.
Let's move him.
Keep quiet.
You hear it south. You also hear a splashing. Several
How close?
creatures, distant. Not an immediate threat, but you do hear splashing in the distance.
Okay.
But it's not a deluge of, it's not something large and stomping, but it seems to be a, not unlike a memory of you patrolling the fields outside Evervale and hearing a sloshing of the young piglets as they splash and play in the mud. It's not unlike that, but distant toward this.
All right.
Okay, please help me.
Jet.
Get him down.
Jet, stay calm. We're going to do the best that we can. Varsha, you grab. Can you get his leg there? Right. If you can just make sure you, can you pull the branch down a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. On the count of 3. All right. Let's not drop him. 1, 2, 3.
I will take
I'm
strength.
gonna try and.
I'll try to dislodge.
Going to try and use my mage hands to help. It's only 10 pounds of force, but it's still something
Right,
extra.
yeah, it's still a little bit.
Athletics? Would
Yes.
that work?
Athletics.
Now, are we helping each other? Is this
Are we
with
helping each
advantage or just a group check?
Yes. Let's do this as a group or as a one roll. It's with advantage. That'll be easier.
I get a 4 athletics. Oh, I guess Jet's
I'll do
rolling
it.
it.
I'll do it. Oh,
Well, Jet rolled 1. We could have someone else roll it because it's going to be with advantage. So we'll
It's
just
with advantage, yes.
we'll take the best of
Okay.
someone else's roll. Okay. Is this one's with inspiration?
nope.
Okay.
You just said advantage, so I did that before I realized what was happening.
Okay. So with the 7, yeah, we'll just use yours. With the 19, you're able to. I think for a moment, Jet, you go up and you grab a piece of Jet, maybe an arm or a leg, and you hear the branch start to break, much heavier. Could barely hold Jet's new form, or I'm sorry, Ty's new form, as this archer stance of. Panicked archer stance of Ty. You could see worry in his face, his eyebrows cresting upward as the archer stance starts to fall forward. And as it does, I think we see the camera chases it as it falls, probably about 10 feet or so. But Varsha, you are able to, with a lot of your might, hold on to and catch Ty for a moment. You pull something in your neck, but I think Smith is also there to help brace and catch as you're able to gently place the statue of Ty into the mud.
Damn, he's heavy.
Okay. Let's move as far away from here as possible, please.
All right. Try and stay as quiet as we can. These things don't sound that far.
Okay.
All right. We'll try and lift and drag. Okay? We're not going to be able to lift it the whole way. He's way too heavy.
Okay. So is it
Watch
Smith
for any
and
stones. Don't trip.
Okay. All right.
Looking at the ground. I'll lead the way.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Lift.
So with half your movement, you're able to altogether carry Ty as a group.
Okay.
I think we're going to try and bring him back to where we were.
Okay. Some time passes. You're able to drag a streak through the wet mud. Ty. What now?
So time has
Any
passed.
ideas?
Is he? I look at him. Is he unresponsive? He's stone.
Unresponsive.
Okay. I look to the
Face
other
of
two and I
worry
say,
and determination.
I look to the other two and I say, I can only do this once. After this, if this thing gets us, that's the end. And I reach into my backpack and I pull out this vial with a wide conical bottom. Inside you see what looks like tiny leaves. You know, it's what they call rheoscopic. You can see like the actual tides or the motion of what's inside this white sappy potion moving around. The light glinting and catching it. And I open it, and Site 6 gave this to us. And if I'm correct, this thing... Let's just hope it works. And I apply it to Ty. The best way I know how. I just pour it on top of his head and allow it to just trickle over him. So it seeps into the pores of his new porous stone body. And if I remember correctly, this potion is equivalent to a greater restoration potion.
Holy
So,
fuck.
It is. Okay. So, go ahead and give me A medicine.
A medicine.
Actually, give me an arcana.
Arcana. 6.
You look at everybody nervously as you uncork the bottle, and then this viscous sap starts to then flow from the bottle and starts to then drape across and curtain across Ty's face, sinking into the pores and the porous stone aggregate skin as you drop the bottle into the mud and then start to then massage the oil into the skin around the face and then the arms. And then moments go by, nothing. After some
I don't
time,
know if it's working.
you still are in a bit of a panic. Move some of the oil around and try to see if you can get any of it working. And Ty, you start to hear voices. You've heard voices of your friends this whole time, but they're a little bit more clear. Your eyes, you feel start to sting in water.
I don't know. It should work. It should work. I don't see why it shouldn't work.
You start to feel
What
warmth
did you even use?
toward your biceps.
Side 6 gave it to me before.
A
It's what
straining
cured his poison before.
arm starts to then
If it's
relax.
poison, I might be able to do something about it.
I mean, me too. But
As your skin starts to
works.
loosen, your face, before anything else, starts to then come back to its state as you start to feel the greater restoration potion that Site 6 had gifted you start to take hold. Did he leave the call? Okay.
Fuck.
Did
all
he just
see-
make a noise?
I think he's.
You all see his
I think
face
he's.
start to express an emote, and then you hear the first words, fuck.
Okay. All right. How are we going to do this?
You alright?
But
After the next several minutes, Ty, things are stiff. They will loosen up, but you will be back and fully restored to your mobile self in a handful of minutes.
How the fuck did I get here? What happened?
We
You got turned to stone.
Okay, and the thing?
What thing?
it's still there.
Alright.
Take it you looked at it.
Yeah, I must have done. Fuck.
You remember where it was?
Yeah, I know where it is. There's a bunch of little ones as well. In fact, there's a few of them over there. I was kind of far away from them, but I don't know. Yeah, we don't want to fuck with that thing, really. They're young, they're fast, though. They're all tough, I think. I mean, they're weak if we can kill them, we can get them. Yeah, the big one, though, the mother, fuck all that. She's slow if we need to run, we can run, but taking her out with like bows and arrows and knives and magic, that ain't gonna fucking... We need to go with the original plan or retreat. And, oh, fuck, how the fuck did you cure this?
Remember the tree? Side 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked him to teach me how to how to cure you, and, well, I don't remember exactly anymore, but he gave me that, I show him the empty viola, this, and it saved you.
Oh. Considering I ate that fucking tree, you saved me twice. Oh. Alright, well, I suggest we get some blindfolds or something.
Okay. I prestidigitate a blindfold and I give it to Mr. Tai. Wait, would that last very well? No, it won't. I can infuse one instead, and I give it to him. And then I change the infusions of mine from mirrored, and I put them back inside and tint them black. And now I can't see a thing.
Okay.
I wrap it around like my forehead so I can pull it down when the time comes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't be trusted. So I'll go with the blindfold.
Okay.
Sure you're going to be able to do anything with that?
What?
The blindfold. Might be better off looking at the ground, Ty.
Well, I ain't got to do much. It's all on you, lot, innit?
I mean, if it is as big as a mountain, he just needs to listen to it.
It's not really as big
And
as a
here's
mountain,
where the
it's more
noise
like
comes
a
from.
Big house. Like a boat. I mean, it is
Doesn't
literally
necessarily
just
make
through
anything better. Right. Well, we definitely want to avoid looking at it, so let's not make a mistake here and try and direct each other to where it might be and accidentally catch a glimpse.
There. It is
Okay.
It's literally that way.
Okay.
Do we
I have an
still
idea.
want to do this?
I have a rope. I'm going
I
to
don't
just
know if we've got
fasten
much
a
of
rope
a
around my
choice.
waist. And then I fasten. You know what? Okay. Okay, I fasten rope around my waist and I give it to everybody else and I say, if we're going to blindfold ourselves, for the time being, we should at least do this so that we know where each other are. And you all have knives, just cut the rope if you need to move when we get into combat. But for now, I don't know.
Okay. Can we
just trying to
attach
think
something
outside
to
the
it?
box.
Like a bell?
A bell.
Yeah.
Okay. What for?
Not ours, to it. So that we can hear it? I mean, I'm sure it'll be making plenty of sound, but I don't know, I'm just...
Mr. Tide, can I borrow your bow? Your quiver? An arrow. One arrow.
Yeah. Take an
Okay,
arrow out,
so...
hand it over.
Alright, I have 3 arcane infusions. One is for his blindfold. One is for my tinted goggles. I use the third one for this. I'm going to get out a vial and I'm going to pour almost like into a mold this yellow liquid, and it's going to congeal like jelly and then solidify. And when it does, ding 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 ding, it's a bell. I'm going to attach it to his arrow, and it's very basic. But if you hit this thing with this arrow, then it'll have a bell attached to it at least anyway.
Okay. Is there anything else we can do, like any magic that can, I don't know. Can we put a mask on it?
I cannot. If it is as big as a house, my magic.
Like,
What? No.
We're not going to have a problem hitting it.
I'm not worried about hitting it. I'm worried about it looking at us and us looking at it. Did you just
we
look
don't need
at
to worry
its
about looking
body,
at it.
or? Okay.
We just got to get it to eat the fucking bomb, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to do whatever the fuck they're going to do. If it don't work, well, we turn around from it and we run in the other direction.
Okay.
I don't know
I don't
if
think
we
we're
can.
going to be able to just fucking take it down without an army.
After
It's
seeing
got
what
like
it did to
big
you,
fucking scales. It's like, it's armored. It's like a massive armored ship. Just be hitting at it, like trying to fucking sink a ship with a fucking scimitar.
Yeah.
I don't know how the bomb idea is going to work if we can't even look at it eat the bomb.
Yeah.
We'd have to make it appetizing. It'd have to look like something it'd want to eat. If we just
mean,
make it a... if we just give it the balloon, I don't know if it'll just eat it.
There's that griffin. I don't know how rare griffins are here. Or if griffin rock sirloin tastes nice, but I don't know. If we put the bomb next to the griffin, maybe perhaps as it tries to eat the griffin, we can detonate the bomb next to it. But we'd have to risk looking at it. No? Unless we use mirrors.
No, we just put the bomb on the fucking griffin thing and then make a bunch of griffin sounds and fuck off.
The problem is figuring out when it eats the bomb and activating it, though. We'd have to fire some kind of ignition, some kind of explosion or something to make it, to make it explode.
Right. A flaming arrow, perhaps?
But then we still have to look at it.
What if it's too risky to just look at the balloon but not the monster?
Yeah, we can try.
I'd hate to interrupt this scene, but I'm gonna quickly go to break here as I try to figure out this. I have bad internet right now, so we're going to take a small break, and we'll come back to this scene here in a moment, and we'll try to figure out what to do with this basilisk while I try to destroy the dire internet issue that I have. So we'll be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Sorry to interrupt, and I hate to break the immersion and everything, but we'll be right back. Okay, everyone? Be right back.
A lover will soothe her curse. A dragon will gather her family. The silver moon will reveal its deepest secret. And the blood of the innocent will seep into the earth and awaken a hungry god. A revolution is coming.
Along the Sword Coast, at the northwest of Faerun, in the Forgotten Realms, lies the city of Luskan. It is known as the City of Sails, and was once a bustling city, but now it's a shadow of its former self. It is a place where pirates, thieves, smugglers, and the host tower of the Arcane Brotherhood reside. Snow falls, and a cold wind blows across the port, and such a thing is not unusual in the month of Nighthall. However, on this day, a strange figure stares, crestfallen, as the doors to the host tower close in his face. Table Story presents Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Hello, Dex.
When were you born? I know you, little one. Your eyes are blue. Your eyes are blue. What do you see? I hear you. Your eyes are green. Whatever you are holding. Does it hurt? You were not this way yesterday. You are not this way now. You are a creation. You are currently creating. You were not born. You were not born. You were molding. You are molding. You are molting. I know you. But do you know me? I hear you. I hear you. Your eyes are green. Your eyes are blue.
You have all received Virtual Reality Rig VRT Beta. And the premier game for this is Numenera Ninth World.
Perception alters reality. But what makes something real? You do. The VRT Rig Beta for Numenera the Ninth World. Coming soon to your favorite Twitch streamers. Join them to see a sneak peek of the world's first virtual reality tabletop RPG.
The Dark Realm is a difficult place to live. Plants grow weakly and twisted in the lack of sunlight. Mercenary work and banditry are rife, as it pays more than basic farming or hunting. The realm at large is ruled over from the great city of Guardia, an overpopulated, sinful place ruled over by a baleful king that we haven't seen in years. There is an elven kingdom to the south, ruled by the sequestered shadow elves, a dwarven kingdom lost to the mountains of the west, and a tiefling kingdom among the volcanic rock of the islands in the north. Great patches of our land are poisoned and deserted. There are tribal villages, beasts, goblins, and orc warbands, of course, but we're trapped here. The mists are a mystery. Most who enter them never return. Those that do are changed in such a way that they are unrecognizable or utterly insane. Nothing comes out of the mist, but it surrounds us, calls out, poisons, frightens. Couple that with the almost endless darkness, and the Dark Realm is a very difficult place to live.
The year is 5016U. After many failures, humanity has reached new heights. Union is responsible for all of it. It is the tyrant, the watcher, and the guiding hand. The Third Committee watches over humanity, but is stretched thin. Threats loom from the Aun Ascendancy, overreaching corporal states, remnants of the Second Committee, and other unknown dangers. Union scrambles to cope with the vast size of the hegemony and these threats by relying on unorthodox means.
So much has changed in a year. But not everything is as it seems. You're going to have to put your faith in me. Great sacrifices were made in the name of a ruler whose grip tightens on the throne. He has bullied gangsters, manipulated politicians to consolidate power. Because power is only achieved on the broken backs of those who believe they have no other choice. And this is the way a god will be raised. Because what is more powerful than a god? But some rules still apply to gods. As above, so below. A revolution is coming. I will let it tear this city apart and put the misguided to the flame. Rip out the hearts of my enemies and let their blood flow in the streets. A faithless man will be rewarded for his dedication. A lover will soothe her curse. A dragon will gather her family. The silver moon will reveal its deepest secret. And the blood of the innocent will seep into the earth and awaken a hungry god. A revolution is coming.
Along the Sword Coast, at the northwest of Faerun, in the Forgotten Realms, lies the city of Luskan. It is known as the City of Sails, and was once a bustling city, but now it's a shadow of its former self. It is a place where pirates, thieves, smugglers, and the host tower of the Arcane Brotherhood reside. Snow falls.
Hey friends, so the internet is pretty poo-poo right now, so I think what we're going to do today is just have a shorter episode, and we're going to try again next week with, because this is we all were talking, and feel free to chime in everyone, but we're all sort of talking and just saying, this is a pretty intense scene, we don't really want to juggle production, and like worrying about production as well as worrying about the intensity of the scene. So I think the consensus is that we're just going to call this one a short episode this week, and we'll try again next week, and we'll start up from where we left off here. We'll probably do a little bit of offline planning, but of course in character and in the narrative, we will fill you all in next week about what